Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about powders. So powders that actually pack a punch. So today I want to do something a little different. And I feel like these powders make a huge difference in my makeup application, the long wear of my foundation, and my bronzers, cream bronzers, and basically these powders are worth the investment. So let's just get started. So the first powder, this is in no particular order. I've been setting my face, my entire face, with this powder, and it is the RCMA No Color Original Powder. Now, of course, we all know about this powder. It's affordable in price. I believe it's like $10. We hate the packaging, but the powder is phenomenal. So one thing to know about this powder, it does not leave any flashback. Even though it's a no color powder and it's white, it is translucent. I feel like it's for all skin tones. I love this product. I used to use this when it first came out, but when I was new to makeup, this is one of the first powders that I purchased. I used it, and then because we get so used to using the best of the best powders, you get sidetracked and start testing other products. But when I got back onto this, I pulled it out of my collection, and the powder is like no other. I feel like it makes my foundation, any foundation that I have, high-end and low-end foundation, it just overall gives it an A+ finish. I have combination skin. I love the way it sets my foundation. I love the way products apply on top of my foundation using this powder after it's set. So this is one to definitely keep in your collection, and I think it's best for overall application underneath the eyes to set, as well as all over. And I usually use it all over with a beauty blender, and then I buff away with the next powder I'm going to get into, and that is my MAC Skin Finish translucent, no, this is MAC Skin Finish mineralized skin finish powder in medium tan. So you guys see me use this a bunch. I feel like this powder, you can do no wrong. This powder on top of additional powders, I mean after you set your powder with the RCMA, I usually buff away with this powder. This is like my overall shade between this one and medium plus, depending on the type of the season. And I feel like this powder smooths out and it buffs away. I really love this if you use like say too much of a blush or too much of any product on top of a bronzer. I feel like you go over this and buff with this just gives you an overall like baby soft airbrush finish, and I love this powder. I cannot live without this powder, and this is definitely worth the price tag. The next one I'm going to go into, this is an affordable product, and this is my NYX HD finishing powder in translucent. Now it looks like this, and I love this powder. I love this powder for underneath the eyes. I will use this after I set and buff away. I will apply this underneath there, like almost like a finishing product. It does say HD finishing product, and I use it for exactly that. I do have it underneath my eyes today. I love the way this definitely makes a difference. You can tell the difference once you apply this, and you can definitely tell the difference if you do not use it. I have it in 2 shades. I start out using the HD translucent. I also have the banana. I do like the banana. The banana brightens, but I feel like I like the translucent better than I do the banana. The banana is beautiful. They're both good in my opinion. I just prefer, for me, I like the HD powder in the translucent version, just because I love kind of the white underneath my eye to kind of set, bake, give it a high definition, flawless finish, and I feel like it does the job. It does exactly what it says, this finishing powder. So after I finish all my makeup, I go in with 2 powders, either this one or the next one I'm going to talk about, which be the Makeup Forever banana highlight powder. I'll write the number down because I know it comes in numbers. This is the highlight powder. This was a recommendation from Rosita Applebaum here on YouTube. I love her. You need to subscribe to her channel. She's excellent. I use this for a bright underneath eye. I use this for a bright under eye. So basically what I do is I'll go in after I've done my makeup. I've kind of applied this underneath there, but if I want extra brightening, more of a yellow tone, that's why I say I prefer this one over this one. This one will do this. These two will do pretty much not the same. They kind of act as the same, but I feel this one is better of the two, just because this white banana powder, it just, you put it in 1, 2, I don't want to mess with my makeup, but if I put it here and here, excuse me, I'm trying to get this off, but if I apply it here and here, it just makes a huge difference in lightening up the area and just giving me overall like bright under the eye without leaving a flashback. This I absolutely love. Now there is 3 more powders, actually 4 more powders. This is a bronzing powder. I feel like I use this in every single tutorial. I cannot live without this powder. These powders. The first one is the bronzing powder Tantric by Marc Jacobs. This is one of my holy grail faves. You can see it. I have a backup ready, stock ready to go. I feel like for medium skin tones, I am an NC42 in MAC. I'm usually in the honey beige, honey caramel range, shade range. I usually have like gold and olive and yellow undertones. So, and I can use neutral as well. So within those shade ranges, but I believe that this is like stunning. Especially, and I use cream contour. So when I do a cream contour, like I have on today, I go out perimeters and I basically take a brush and I pat, and then kind of like bronze up. And this just makes a huge difference in my makeup application. I love these products. These products are like an overall, excuse me, staple in my collection. I feel like I cannot live without any of these powders. I need them, and they seem like a lot of steps and a lot of powders, but I use a lot of makeup. If I'm going to do a full face beat, if I'm going to do a regular beat, it's either no makeup or full face. There's no in between with me. So I love this bronzer. I think it's beautiful on especially medium skin tone like myself, and then it just complements the skin so well. It's not heavy, it's light, and it just complements complements and bronzes the skin so well. So I love this product. The next one after I go in with those would be one of 2. Now I found out that they discontinued the 07. I have no clue why. GUERLAIN, what is going on? This shade does not compare to like 5 anything. These have more like a reddish undertone, and it's beautiful for our chocolate babies. So I feel like this is the GUERLAIN Terracotta 07 Fonts Diore. This is what it looks like. You've seen me, I've abused this. I started out with this one, but now I'm on the Sun Trio, depending on what I want. These are 2 different skin tones. 2 different skin tones. This one is Fonts Deep, and this is 07. I think they no longer have this, but I feel like I swirl this around, and if I want more of a golden, I'll go for this. If I want more of a contour, darken up just on the outers, I'll do the 07. I love both of these. I love the way GUERLAIN smells. It smells luxe. These are high-end price, but they're so worth the price tag that I feel like it's worth the investment and you can't go wrong. If you are heavy-handed like myself, you can see that these will kind of, you can easily go ham with these. But if you use a light hand, they just give such a beautiful finish. And if you do go in with a heavy hand, you could definitely buff it out with the medium skin finish powders. Now these powders also you can buy in different shades, so you can use this as a bronzer. I haven't used this in a bronzing shade. I have looked at them, but I think I'm gonna go pick them up just to see how well it works. I use this for all over the face, but I'm in love with these 3 as far as bronzers that I cannot live without. I can't try anything else at this point. I have 2 more powders left, and this one is compared to no other. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. This is a 02 shade medium. I beat this down to the ground. I've used this underneath my under eye. Now, I won't use all these products under eye, just depending on what I'm doing that day or what's closest to me or the overall look I want to get. But I feel like you can't go wrong with any of these powders. And I feel like the Skin Finish, Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder by Charlotte Tilbury should definitely be in that category. This is expensive powder, but it is worth the price tag. It does exactly what it says. It gives you an Airbrush Flawless Finish. I'm all about Airbrush Flawless Finish face. It just smooths out the under eye. It makes it look so like airbrush in real life, and it just does something to me. Like, I love these powders. I love going in full face with this and even baking underneath this. And then if I do not go in with this powder, I will definitely go in with this powder, buff it away, and then I'll use my lightening on top of that to brighten up the area. I just love this powder. You can't go wrong with this powder. Like I said, it is worth the price tag. Charlotte Tilbury. The last one is on affordable side, and this is a $5, I believe, palette. It is by LA Colors. This is the contour palette. I tried this out in my beauty supply haul video, and I love this. I just think this is so cool. You can get all these shades for an affordable price, but I mainly love, I use the contour shades, but because I love my bronzers, like, I don't really touch these as much. I really go in with the light shade, the banana shade here, and here. This is more of like a peachy tone. So they do pack a punch. They're all like super like, oh no, it's not. They're super brightening. And if you do not want to pay the heavy price tag for like the Charlotte Tilbury powder or any of the rest of these powders, Charlotte Tilbury powder or the Makeup Forever powder, I feel like this acts as a high-end powder. It's $5. You can't go wrong. I suggest you try it. You can go super heavy with this. And because they are full coverage powders, like, I believe this is a full coverage powder. It just performs that way. You can easily cake this up and it will look very powdery. So you don't need a lot of this product, but I feel like this is worth the value. I hope they don't change the form of this. I have this in my collection. I love this powder. And you can definitely take them out and put them in like a Z palette if, you know, you want. But I keep mine here. I love the way this powder performs. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Out of all the powders, these are like my top powders that I love. And I hope you enjoyed this display of powders. And yeah, and let me know what you guys like to see next. I think I'm going to do highlighters next. Like my all-time favorite bomb highlighters. But yes, guys, these are my favorite powders. They're both high-end and low-end powders. So you can pick and choose which ones you know that work best for you. But everything I recommended in here, these are products that I cannot live without, and I have a lot of powders. If you know of any powders, any other powders that you think I should try, please leave them in the comments below. I'm interested in trying new powders. I do want to try the Huda Beauty powder. I haven't tried that. I've heard great things about that baking powder. And yeah, just let me know what else you guys suggest. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you so very much. Bye.